At it again, and it seems we finally have some Republicans fighting. Yeah. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's dive in.
Now, let's talk about Mr. O'Brien himself, his behavior. As everybody knows, and it's here in the last time, him and I kind of had a back and forth. Appreciate your demeanor today. It's quite different. But after you left here, you got pretty excited about the keyboard. In fact, you tweeted at me 1, 2.
He got them Twitter fingers.
3, 4, 5 times. And let me read what the last one said. It said, greedy CEO who pretends like he's self-made. Sir, I wish
What was going on with this video?
When I was building my plumbing company myself, and my wife was running the office because I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, any time, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution every
Hold it. No, sit down. Sit down.
Look at you.
You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond, Mr.
Hold
Chairman?
it. Hold
Hey, listen, I know some people gonna be like, yo, Rich, why you clapping like that, son? Listen, I come from, hey, if you're gonna talk about it, be about it. That's just the way that it is. Don't start nothing and it won't be nothing. But if you gonna talk it, you better walk it. If you gonna bump your gums online, when I see you, it's smoke. Like, let's go. What's up? First off, I'm not even a talking kind of dude. Like, we not about to sit here and be going back and forth. Like, is we gonna fight or what? Anybody else that same way? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Like, I feel like I might be old school. Like, I'm not about to sit here and be going back and forth with you. Blah, blah, blah. Like, we gonna fight or what? If we not gonna fight, then I'm walking away. But if we gonna bump, let's go. But we ain't gotta be wasting time doing a bunch of this. Like, let's go. Like, what we doing? So, hey, listen. I respect it. This is where I'm from. You know, like, if you gonna talk it, walk it. He put him on Front Street. Like, hey, you was bumping your gums. I saw it. So, like, let's go. Like, we right here in front of each other. I could jump over this desk right here in front of me. We got, hey, it's nothing but space and opportunity between us. So I rock with it. I know some people might disagree with it. You know, I hear you. But, you know, that's just the way it go where I'm from.
Hold it. If
Hold
we
on.
can, no,
This is
I have
what
the
he
mic.
said.
I'm sorry.
This is
Hold
what
it.
he said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't. This is a hearing. And God knows the American people have enough contempt for Congress. Let's not
I don't
make
like
it worse.
thugs and bullies. And that's what-
I don't like you because you
Hold
just
it.
described yourself.
Hold it. You have the mic.
Yeah.
You have time.
All right.
Make your statement.
Then let's do this, because I did challenge you and I accepted your challenge, and you went quiet.
No, I didn't go quiet. I was.
Hold on. No,
You challenged me to a cage match,
No,
acting like a
sir.
12-year-old schoolyard bully.
Excuse me.
Hold on.
Hold it. No, excuse me. I
will say.
Don't call him a 12-year-old. You was talking all that yip yap and jaw jack online. Like, bro, like, what's up? Like, come on, bro. I hate that too. Like, bro, don't throw rocks and then hide your hands and then be acting all innocent. Like, you was just bumping your gums. Like, come on, bro. I hate that. I despise that. The people who get behind the keyboards or get on their phone and just get to typing away, and then they get caught in person by the person that they were talking about, and then all of a sudden the person that they were talking about is a childish one. Oh, you actually want to fight me, bro? You childish. Then why was you talking all that stuff then? Don't start nothing and it won't be nothing. Like, it's that simple. It's literally that simple. If you weren't talking, you wouldn't be about to get your head bust. Like, come on. Like, it's that simple. Like, I don't get it. I hate when people do that. Throw rocks and then hide their hands. Oh, you're a 12-year-old. Come on, man. Stop it.
Exactly.
Senator Mullen, I have the mic. You have questions on any economic issues, anything that said, go for it. We're not here to talk about physical abuse.
You brought.
We're not
him
talking
in.
about. Of course, I
And
did.
let me show you his hearing, because I want to expose this thug to who he is. In
Could you not point at
2013
me? That's disrespectful.
I don't care about respecting you at all.
And I guess I should say having a debate is totally different than talking trash about somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to make that clear too. Like, having a debate is completely different than talking trash. Old boy was, at least it seemed like to me, he was clearly talking some trash. Like, it wasn't no debate. There wasn't a debate being had, right? He was just talking trash, just bumping his gums. So that's different. If you're having a debate, you shouldn't be putting your hands on folks, okay? Right? I mean, you shouldn't put your hands on folks most of the time, you know, but, you know, stuff happens where I'm from, okay? I'm not advocating for violence. I'm just saying what happens typically where I'm from. You know, that's all. I'm going to put it that way, and I'm going to leave it at that, all right?
I don't respect you at all.
So
All right, hold it. No,
You're one of
hold
100
it.
of the most
Hold
elite
it,
people
please.
acted.
Please. All right. This is excuse me. This is a hearing to discuss economic issues. All right. If you have questions for Mr. O'Brien or anybody else on what he has said, go for it. But we're not here to talk about fights or anything else.
I'm quoting exactly what he said.
You can
and
say
this
what
is-
you want,
This is
but-
your witness
This
you
is
brought.
my
And let me,
witness.
I'm exposing him.
You can
as a
talk
person
anything
who
you
he
want,
is. So
but
in
no fight-
2013,
Nope.
in 2013, O'Brien was suspended by the Teamsters for intimidating your own members. In 2014, you were part of, what would you say, organizing the harassment and intimidation of the Top Shelf crew.
Chef, not chef.
Top Chef, okay. And then, and I think in the reports they said sexual, racist, and homophobic slurs and death threats. 14 tires were sliced, and 5 Teamsters were arrested. And you said, well, I had nothing to do with it. But however, in that same statement, you said, but if I get called to testify, I'll plead the fifth. This is a witness you brought in here. In 2017, you were removed as lead negotiator by then President Hoffa for UPS for your actions. And then in 22, when this guy was elected, what he said after he got elected was he wanted to bring the mob mentality back to the Teamsters. This is your guy.
And you're obviously going to give him a chance to respond to your questions.
Absolutely, because this is my question. Because you called me out. I didn't call you out.
Yeah, you did.
You said anytime, any place.
That's
what you said.
Let's get the record
Okay.
straight.
Ms. Hold it, no.
Hold on.
Senator Mullen, do you have a question for the witness?
Yeah. I
Okay,
think that's what
let's
I'm getting at.
hear it.
So, anytime, any place.
No, that's not,
April is a charity event.
no,
for-
that's not, no.
No, it's
No, we-
sir, he said it, and this is my
He is
time,
here to
and you
tell-
didn't set
no.
parameters on what the questions can or cannot be asked, and I'll ask.
No,
you
you're
the
not going to,
question.
we're not going to be talking about
well, yes, we
physical
did.
confrontation.
Oh, this is about charity, for a union charity, because this
This
is for firefighters and.
Do you have a
policemen.
question on his
April,
testimony?
April.
Grow up,
April
will you
next
please?
year.
You have
grow
a
up. You're an
question
embarrassment.
on his, let's not
You
be.
said it.
You're an
You
embarrassment.
said
You're
it,
an
and I'm
embarrassment.
just simply answering it.
You
Senator
reached
Mullen,
out
go
to
hold
your
it,
buddies.
hold it.
I-
Senator Mullen, you made some charges.
Charges?
Mr. O'Brien, do you want to respond to
Yeah,
the
go ahead,
question?
please.
Yeah, I mean, look, the reality of it is, you
Accept
know,
my challenge, tough
Mr.
guy.
Mullen, tough guy.
Answer, hold it. Answer the questions.
All right, you're one. He
Please.
made a lot of statements, right? And his statements are fiction at best.
Fiction, I read them.
Can you answer?
What?
Answer the question, please.
I can't understand him, to be honest with you. He rambles so much. What was your question, actually?
Well, you said I made a lot of statements.
No, but what's your question? I don't understand your question. Could you repeat it?
You said anytime, any place.
What's your question?
Accept the challenge.
What challenge?
You said anytime, any place. I'm accepting yours, so why don't you come
What
back?
challenge? What challenge are you talking
April
about?
30th. How about we do it for a charity at the Smoking Guns in Tulsa, Oklahoma?
No.
We're not going to be
what was the
talking about
challenge? What are
physical
you talking about?
confrontations here.
You want to fight me?
What'd you say about anytime, any place?
Let's have coffee, discuss our differences.
That's what you said.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
All right, well, let's sit down and have coffee.
Let's
I'd
do
love
it.
to.
I'd love to.
But
do it.
It's
the,
funny how you're backing out.
Okay.
Well, I don't back on anything.
You did.
You're the one. You're a 100.
Senator-
Should be the most influential people in this country, making changes.
Senator
You're
Hassan-
focused on.
Okay,
You're
thank
focused
you.
on
Why did
debate
you-
that's not
why
even
did you
relevant.
keep texting
You're
me
an
and then
embarrassment.
silent?
See, man, I can't stand that type of stuff, man. I really can't. I really can't. That one irks me. That one irks me. But so not only did we have that situation going down, but apparently there was another situation where there was actually contact. Check it out.
What happened with you and Kevin McCarthy?
Well, I was doing an interview with Claudia from NPR.
This is Tim Burchett, by the way. He was one of the, I believe, the original 8 that voted Kevin McCarthy out with Matt Gaetz. Just an FYI. Actually, I believe Tim Burchett was actually the guy who, if I remember correctly, now forgive me if I'm wrong, because I didn't look this up. Like, I didn't pull this up. But I believe Tim Burchett is actually the guy who said that Kevin McCarthy made fun of Christianity somehow, some kind of way during a call or something. And that was one of the big reasons why he voted against Kevin McCarthy. I believe it was Tim Burchett. You guys can let me know if you remember in the comment section. But let's continue.
A lovely lady, and when she was asking me a question, and at that time I got elbowed in the back, and it kind of caught me off guard because it was a clean shot to the kidneys, and I turned back, and there was Kevin, and I for a minute I was kind of, what the heck just happened? And then I chased after him. Of course, he's as I've stated many times, he's a bully with $17 million in a security detail. You know, he's the type of guy that, when you're a kid, would throw a rock over the fence and run home and hide behind his mama's skirt. And he just, you know, he from behind, that kind of stuff. That's not the way we handle things in East Tennessee. If we have a problem with somebody, I'm going to look them in the eye and talk to them.
Okay, so he walked down the hallway, hit you in with his elbow.
Yeah, you can go on Claudia's Twitter account. It pretty much, or X account. It's very accurate.
But, okay, so then just explain. So you chased him? What do you mean you chased him?
I just ran after him. I was like, what the heck? Why'd you do that? Because it was, like I said, if you've ever been hit in the kidneys, it's a little different. You don't have to hit very hard to cause a little bit of pain, a lot of pain. And so he just, of course, as he always does, he just denies it or blames somebody else or something, and it was just a little heated, but I just backed off because I saw no reason. I wasn't gaining anything from it. And then everybody saw it, so it didn't really matter.
But he responded to you?
Yeah, he just acted like, what are you talking about? Who are you to, that kind of thing. And it's just, I think that's symptomatic of the problems that he's had in his short tenure as speaker.
And were you face to face when you had this interaction?
Yeah, but there's security detail, and I get it. They were doing their job, so it wasn't exactly like he wouldn't turn around and face me. He kept scurrying and trying to keep people between me and him.
Throwing rocks and hiding your hands. Oh, what happened? Goodness gracious. Kevin McCarthy. Oh, Kevin. So here's a clip of Kevin McCarthy being asked what actually happened.
A reporter was interviewing Burchett or something. I guess our shoulders hit because Burchett runs up to me after. I didn't know what he was talking about. Some reporters asked me. I did not run and hit the guy. I did not kidney punch him. I did not shoot anything like that.
You didn't shove him?
No. We're walking through. You were at HC5, right? You guys line up along the way there. It was Bruce Wester and I walking out. He must have been interviewing someone. I didn't know it was him or something. I guess our elbows hit as I walked by. I didn't punch anybody.
Did he run after you?
No. Yeah. Well, I guess it happened because when I was walking back further, I don't say somebody was interviewing me or talking to me, and he comes running up like, "Why did you hit me or something like that?" I said, "I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't even know."
Bro, Kevin, really? You don't know when you bump into somebody? Like, come on, son. Come on. Really? Like, fellas, we all know when we bump into somebody, especially when we intentionally bump into somebody, because, like, you really give them a little shoulder, hey, and for him to just be sitting here at home, I don't know. I guess maybe our elbows may have touched. Like, you guess that tells me that he's lying. When you hit somebody, when you bump into somebody, even if it was by accident, like, when you bump into somebody, like, that's how you know he's lying. Like, he could have just been like, yeah, it happened by accident. You know, our shoulders bumped, you know, squeezing through. Because stuff like that happens. It happens. Even sometimes pretty hard, too. Like, that's happened, right? By accident. You know, you're not paying attention. You're not looking, you know, a certain way. You're looking a different way because you're talking or doing something else. And boom. Oh, you know, and you don't really think nothing of it. You just keep going, maybe, or whatever. I was prepared to give him the benefit of the doubt. But now he's just lying about it. Oh, well. Maybe our elbows bumped. Come on, man.
Something transpired.
But reporters or witnesses said it looked like there was plenty of room for you to walk and that you intentionally hit him.
There is, okay, not a place. Show me a reporter who saw that. Call Bruce Westerman. Okay, well, ask Bruce Westerman. No, I did not go up. If I would hit somebody, they would know I hit him.
He said he knew you hit him. He said he was in pain that you hit him so hard in the kidneys.
Come on now.
That's what he said.
Okay, that's far from
Congressman Kinzinger wrote that you pushed him twice while he was in Congress in the chamber.
When have I pushed him?
Kinzinger said he was in the back railing once and you elbowed him and pushed
You
him.
said
and then
Gates.
Kinzinger.
Oh, no, I don't know about Kinzinger.
Congressman Gates, though, is filing or submitting a complaint to the Ethics Committee over this issue. Do you have any response to Congressman Gates?
No, I think ethics is a good place for Gates to be.
Can I ask you about...
Burchett said that you're the kind of guy, this is his words, as a kid, would throw a rock and then go hide under his mom's skirt. That was his exact words. What's your response to
That's
that?
not who I am.
Is there bad blood between you and Burchett? None at all after he voted to oust you?
What would you just say about the issue of decorum in Congress? I mean, there was a House oversight hearing where a member was called a Smurf. You have over in the Senate.
When did that happen?
Today in the
Today.
oversight.
Who did that?
You have
Jane
Senator
Hallmark
called
Moskowitz.
You have Senator Mullen who was like about to fight a Teamster witness. I mean, why do you think things are so tense? Sorry. Why do you think things are so tense right now?
Listen, man. Hey, it's about time Republicans actually start to... No, I'm joking. I was going to say start to fight a little bit. But, so yeah, I'm not a fan of the throw the rocks and hide your hands type of situation. That stuff is weak to me. Weak. Kevin McCarthy running into somebody, seemingly intentionally. At least it sounds to me like it was intentional. And then acting like as if he had no clue that he bumped into somebody. Like, he would have been better off just saying, yeah, I wasn't paying attention to what was going on. Yeah, I bumped into him. I didn't think anything of it, so I kept moving. He was doing an interview. I didn't want to interrupt him. And then he came up to me afterwards, and, you know, I wanted to squash things, so I kind of just played coy about it. You know, I acted like I didn't know what was going on just to, you know, settle things. Like, he would have been better off saying something like that than flat out just, oh yeah, I didn't bump into him. Maybe our elbows bumped. Like, I don't know. That was just wild. Like, you know when you bump into somebody. That stuff is crazy. Or just flat out just telling the truth. Yeah, I bumped into him. Not a big fan of him. And I let him know today. All right. Own it. You know, like that honestly, well, might not have been the greatest thing to say in the world, but it's the truth, right? It's going to make him look terrible, which I guess he is a terrible person anyway, so that don't really change a whole lot, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, so, and then you had Mullen calling out the witness there and Bernie Sanders trying to squash the whole thing. How do y'all feel about the throw rocks and hide your hands type of situation? Y'all let me know. I'm sure a lot of you disagree with, you know, my stance on part of this. Now, once again, you shouldn't be throwing hands with people that are just debating with you. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I'm not advocating for violence. Okay, I want to say that, YouTube. All right, I'm not advocating for violence. All I'm saying is don't throw rocks and then hide your hands afterwards and act like you're an innocent bystander and you don't know what is going on. Like that's just absolutely ridiculous. But shout out to the Matt Gaetz and the Byron Donalds of the world that are true fighting conservatives, Republicans, you know, because we definitely need some fighters, man, for sure. And I don't mean just the knuckling up type of fighters. I mean actual fighters in Congress and in the Senate that are going to do the right thing for the people. not just for the establishment. But hey, here we are. I guess this is the greatest fighting that we'll get until Matt Gaetz makes another move, which I'm sure he'll make another move. I don't know what it is, but, you know, Matt Gaetz just seems to me like the kind of guy where he got the response from the people that he wanted, that he was looking for. He did the right thing, and I'm sure he'll continue to do so to ensure that, you know, he stays in office, which I hope he stays in office for a very long time until, you know, they, of course, enact term limits. But that's for another discussion. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.